you guys, it's Rhiannon, and I think we're going to finally unbox this Tarot of the Holy Light, so stay tuned if you want to check this out. Okay, so my daughter had got me a few of these tarot themed candles from Shy Wolf, and they smell so good. And I realized that I haven't really been burning them. So this is the Empress, and it's beauty, nurturance, fertility, and the smell is lavender and coconut milk. It smells so good. I've only burned it once, so I figured let's set the ambiance. A little bit of ASMR. Does anybody else here ever watch ASMR videos? I hate them and love them at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay, so my friend Asia, and she's one of my admins from my group Oracle Obsessed, had sent me a box a few months ago. And then when I just did the mid-year tarot tag, I was talking about how, you know, it just made me cry. And I was also talking about how sometimes we'll get a deck and, like, for instance, this is out of print. So then we kind of know as a collector that it is worth money or it will be worth money. And it can be very hard to get yourself to want to open it and work with it because you know that it's going to be worth more money if you keep it pristine. But at the same time, what's the point in being involved in any of this if you're not going to allow yourself to enjoy your collection? So, we are going to go ahead and unbox this deck. So here's the deck. And then she also included 2 different guidebooks with it. So this is the Tarot of the Holy Light, the regular guidebook. And then it also has this Foundations of Esoteric Tradition for Tarot of the Holy Light. So it seems like a pretty intricate system. Very esoteric, hermetic. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay, I hope that if anybody that is watching this lives in San Diego or LA, I'm just kind of in a panic. I have family that lives in San Diego in the hills and the mountains, and the tropical storm Hillary is going to be hitting them tonight, and I'm just so nervous. So if anybody is in that you know, path, I just, you know, pray for your safety and make sure that you go get any supplies that you might need. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's what I always say. But who knows if this video is even going to get uploaded before that. Okay. Problems with nails is you can never get anything open. So I have to kind of like tap to get everything. FBI, open up! Okay. There we go. Ooh, there's the back. Usually after the box's been opened a few times, it'll kind of start to loosen up a bit. Wow. Yeah, I'm really liking it already. Let's go ahead. I love the back of it. Sun and moon, very, very nice. Okay. So here we are, starting oddly with the King of Swords. That's a very weird place to start, but okay. I'm kind of a stickler like that. Like, I like a deck to be in order, and I like the first card to be the Fool. That's just the way that I am, but that's a beautiful card. King of Swords, Aquarius. Queen of Swords, Libra. Yeah, I love the hermetic art. Very cool. But yeah, super weird to start with the Swords suit. Looks like there's a card in the back here. Tarot of the Holy Light. So it's just an advertisement for the book, which I already have. So save that for a bookmark. I don't know if you guys do that. I always save the extra cards for bookmarks, but Ten of Swords. There's a lot to see here in these cards, so it's taking me a minute. I think what I'll do is just add some music and we'll do a little bit of a silent walkthrough, okay?
Now this one stands out to me because you've got the mirrored image, so as above, so below. The card is the same, but you've got so actually now also I just noticed that it does not come with a little white book, so you definitely are going to want to buy the accompanying white book. So let's go ahead and look up the Two of Swords. And it looks like it does start out the book with the Suit of Swords. That's interesting. Two of Swords, astrology, 11 through 20 Libra, ruled by Saturn. So it's going by the classical planets. It's not going by the modern ruler of Aquarius, which would be Uranus. The Sephira is Chakma. Essential dignities, upright, compliant. Venus and Scorpio. Reversed, detriment, Venus and Aries. Wow, very cool. So it tells you based on the upright or the reverse, it changes the planetary influence. So that's very cool. Angelic dignities, upright, angel spelled R-H-O, spoken Rahiel. Reversed, spelled Y-Y-Z, spoken Yaziel. The Two of Swords represents the ultimate diplomatic challenge, achieving a meeting of the minds between categorical opposites. Great subtlety, diplomacy, and craft are required, as well as a thick skin that is impervious to all but the heaviest of blows. According to the Elemental Dignities scheme, we are following... The Two of Swords represents the relational Venus visiting the homes of her mate Mars. In both the upright and reverse case, she has to work... Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to read it through the camera and kind of off to the side, so it's kind of hard. Venus visiting the homes of her mate in Mars. In both the upright and reversed case, she has to work hard to keep her balance without becoming either steamed in Scorpio or fried in Aries. During the course of the experience, by calling upon her ally, Saturn's qualities available because this is the second decan of Libra, she can access a long-term view of things. So yeah, I can already tell anybody that's doing the Decan walk, which I know Rochelle is, and this may be something that you want to pick up because it's giving a lot of information, a lot more. It's going a lot deeper than most do, so... she can access a long-term view of things. This helps her shrug off superficial annoyances and supports her focus on the healing potential of the situation. The key to this image is in the two eyes gazing out at us from the green-red triangles in the center. I'm going to keep reading and let you guys look at the image some more. A brightly lit arm emerging from the radiant green triangle serves the mother pillar, as one can see by the downward pointed sword. The accompanying eye faces downward to the earthly world. This eye of scrutiny and conscience looks deeply into the soul. albeit sternly, to correct the other hand, the arm emerging, to correct and guide worldly affairs according to the judgment of heaven. On the literal other hand, the arm emerging from the fiery red triangle is shadowed as if struggling with ignorance and obscurity, its own or somebody else's. The associated eye looks up along the father pillar to heaven for rescue, healing, and forgiveness. The soul prays for an intervention. This is nowhere to go in this card to escape the clash of opposites. Everywhere you look, the primal pairs seek avenues to reconcile their differences. Divinely ordained attraction between these desire contrasts continues to pull them back into relationship. The opposites twine into each other like the two snakes of the caduceus. Their magnetism cannot be ignored, no matter what momentary clashes are present on the surface. Both sides must surrender to the principle of meeting in the middle, creating common ground that can be shared instead of fought over. The Two of Swords highlights conflicting ideas or visions that must be corrected against each other. Contrast is the way we recognize a unique thing from its background context. Yet because of the contrast, the Two of Swords is burdened with a bad reputation. This card challenges us to overcome aversion and connect with the forces that seem alien. Doing so will require marshaling all of our discrimination, self-discipline, and humility to face the risky territory of possible disagreement. Mixed signals could easily prevail if we lose our balance. Careful communication is essential to arrive in a harmonious place through these strategic negotiations. Banish superficiality, flippancy, and thoughtless quips. The danger of the Two of Swords emerges when opposite sides miss each other entirely, even while sincerely thinking that they are communicating. Mercury retrograde much. One is not always met with proper manners in situations that trigger polarization. So we must be doubly committed to non-violent, civil, and balanced communication. Use self-control to keep loaded situations from automatically degenerating. A win involves maintaining a level of civility that allows all parties to keep their dignity no matter what topic is under discussion. When the card falls upright, the green background predominates. Here the suggestion would be to seek forgiveness and amend for our own sins before attempting to convince somebody else of theirs. Wow, that is powerful. By taking enhanced responsibility for our own imperfections and unfinished business, we provide a better role model for others while conveniently stirring up less negative feedback from the environment. One doesn't lose status by being the first one to suggest a win-win alternative. The upright card gives us a green light, encouraging us to take an active role in making and defining common ground. If instead you see the Lord and Lady against the violet background at the top of the card, then slower steps, more careful listening, and a greater willingness to see others' points of view is being suggested. Don't fail to note the strain of ambiguity permeating this card. Whether it falls upright or reversed in practice, our paired possibilities show the seeker either accepting correction or entreating mercy, both of which have the savor of not winning. The Two of Swords challenges our false pride. And there's even more. It goes on even more down here. But wow, like that's a lot. Let's see if there's any more. And then there's still a whole other page here. So, you know, that's quite a bit about the Two of Swords. So if you're really wanting to deepen your practice, I really think that this would be good. Now, I have no idea, you know, how much this deck's going for. I didn't look. All I could see is that the books are available, but I don't necessarily know that the deck is. Okay, so I just filmed that unboxing, but I'm coming on here real quick to tell you that I've done a little bit of due diligence here. The deck is still available, not the original, but it's, I don't know if this is the 3rd edition or what edition, but it is available on her website, and it's only $30 for just the deck, or looks like you could get the deck and the book shipped to you for $40 postpaid that includes shipping. So I think that's a great deal. And if you're international, it says the book and the deck with shipping international is $80. So, sorry. The deck, just the deck in the United States, $30. The deck international, $40. The deck in the book US, $50. The deck in the book international, $80. So that seems like a great deal to me. I will link her address or her website in the video below. Ace of Swords. So now the Wands. The cardstock is an absolute dream. Like, it is perfect. Not too thin, not too thick. Opulence, right? Wow, there's so much symbolism. You really have to spend quite a bit of time with each card. Oh, Asia, I'm so happy. I'm so excited that I opened this. I'm so excited to get working with it. Wow. I love this Two of Pentacles. You've got the sun and the moon. Again, the red and the green. Like, are there major arcana? There are. Isn't this thing called like a seven-headed Hydra or something, I think? Let's look it up. Seven of Cups. Okay, yeah, so it does reference the mythical beast, the Hydra, right here. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, the Seven of Cups does reference the mythical beast, the Hydra. On this card has 7 heads. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense, right? 7 of Cups. But while I was looking for that, I did go ahead and look through this book to see if this does go deeper on the symbolism, and it really doesn't. I don't see where it references any of the specific cards, so I'm not really sure like what this book does, but I know that it's super like deep. And I did notice on the back of this book there is a comment from Benebell Wen, and it just says that as a momentous treatise on the Kabbalistic and Neoplatonic underpinnings of esoteric tarot, foundations will become required reading for any serious initiate of the craft. This is one of my favorite books on Western occult traditions, Benebell Wen. And then it also says, one of the rarest of works, a book that is not simply about magic, but is in fact magical in and of itself. To read it is to be changed. Rachel Pollack. Oh, rest in peace to her. So yeah, this book is very much a mystery to me still. So let's just check out the chapters, the cosmos and the tarot, the 7 planetary properties, yoga of the restitution, theosophic spirituality, or the alchemy of the restitution. In honor of, in answers to, in anticipation of the World Community of Tarot, with thanks to Sophia at every step. So who wrote this? Christine Payne Towler. So I'm going to have to look her up because I've never heard of her. I don't know if she has any other books. If you're familiar with this system or you follow any other tarot creators or blogs that use this system, I would love to know about them. And I'm thinking I'm definitely going to need to do a deep dive. So if you have this deck and you want a study partner, reach out to me because I can tell that I'm going to need to go deep on this deck. Wow, that 4 of Cups looks pretty serious. I love it so much. Okay, and here we now are with the majors. So we have the Fool. So good. I would just hang this style of art all over my house. I do have one picture up here on my wall right there. I love Hermetic, esoteric art. It's my fave. And especially with these bright, vibrant colors. Perfection. Went a little too deep there. Okay. The Magus. The Priestess. The Empress. It'll be interesting to see if the 8 and 11 card are strength and justice, or if it's justice and strength like a Thoth deck. Place your bets below. The Emperor. Wow, I didn't realize the Emperor would be Jupiter. You always think of the Emperor as Aries or Mars. The Hierophant is Aries, so that's very interesting. Wow, there's a lot going on there. The Lovers is Mercury, also interesting. I mean, kind of not, because Mercury does rule Gemini. Or that's Taurus. I don't know why I was thinking that it doesn't have the line here to make it Mercury. That's Taurus. The Chariot is Gemini. So I do think this is going to be, I'm going to place my bets and say that I think it'll be, the number 8 will be Justice and the number 11 will be Strength, but we'll see. Yep. 8 is Justice. Hermit is Leo. That's Hermes Trismegistus right there. In the Egyptian tradition, that would have been Thoth. The Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. And there we go with our 11th card, Strength. I would guess that this is probably a deck. Again, I don't even know how long it's been around. I would say this has probably influenced the Tabula Mundi. Yeah. Which, I mean, of course, that's a Hermetic deck anyways, but it just, you know, feels like she probably took a lot of inspiration from this. I wonder if it tells us a copyright date. Here, let's look. I have no idea how long this deck is even. And maybe you can get the deck. Maybe it's on her website or something. I know you can get the books on Amazon, and I will link those below. 2016. 2016, so it's not like super old or anything. The Death card. Temperance. That's an interesting double. Tower of Destruction, Capricorn. Oh, goodness. The Star. That's pretty nice. 7 stars, so I'm guessing that's the Pleiades. Or that's actually, those actually look like suns, but anytime I see 7 stars, I always think of the Pleiades. The Moon, which is Aquarius, how interesting. Sun. Pisces. That's not usually what you think of, right? Judgment is Saturn, and I can see that, actually. In the World. Okay, what does this say? The Tarot of Holy Light by Christine Payne Towler and Michael Dowers. Digital collage art and colors by Michael Dowers, edited by Christine Payne Towler. We gratefully acknowledge the incredible mystical art of some of the greatest minds and visionaries that illuminated the philosophies of the science of alchemy in Europe in the 1600s. Creators, designers, illustrators, artists, and engravers like J. Boehm, Robert Flood, Kircher, J.D. Milas, H. Mayer Guzen, blah, 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 and many more whose symbolic, emblematic drawings have mystified and inspired the world for many centuries. It is our intention to glorify their drawings in only the best way possible. No disrespect was implied or intended. This is so tiny, I'm going to have to hold it up to my face. Let's see what this says. I'll just give you guys that to look at. We would like to thank the many people who have helped us along the way and given us their support in our quest to bring this tarot deck to the masses. Tarot of the Holy Light 3rd edition. So, okay, this is the 3rd edition, so maybe it is available. And I am now interested to go look and see what the 1st edition looks like, of course. So this came out in 2019. And Chris Payler Teller published, blah, 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 all rights reserved. So, yeah. There's that. So, I have never, ever, in all of the TarotTube videos that I've ever watched, I've never seen this deck ever be mentioned or talked about, so I'm going to have to go do some homework. And now my OCD is going to put the deck together the way that I think it should go, which is the Fool through the World. And then I like to go Wands, so we're going to go Wands, but I like the court cards in the back, so we'll go King, Queen, Knight, page. It's not quite a Thoth because it has a knight instead of a princess. And a prince. Oh shit, these are all backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I go wands, swords, no, wands, cups, swords, pentacles. That's how I go. I won't make you stay here to watch all that because I'm going to have to put these in order. But what do you guys think of the deck? Again, if you're familiar with it or you know anybody that works with it that you can recommend some channels or blogs or Facebook groups or whatever, let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.